Ice cream, sweet, cold, and comforting. It's hard to imagine summer without it. But what if I told you that in America, this beloved dessert was once considered dangerous, even illegal in some places? Yes, ice cream wasn't always seen as a harmless treat. From moral panic to bizarre laws, its history is a story of fear, scandal, and eventually, redemption. Today, we'll dive deep into the strange tale of how ice cream went from forbidden indulgence to an American obsession. Part 1. Ice cream arrives in America. Ice cream wasn't born in the US. Its roots stretch back to China, the Middle East, and Europe. By the 1600s, frozen desserts had reached the tables of kings and nobles. In America, ice cream arrived in the 1700s, served at elegant dinners hosted by figures like George Washington and Thomas Jefferson. In fact, Jefferson is believed to have written down one of the first ice cream recipes in the US. But here's the catch. In the early days, ice cream wasn't for everyone. It was expensive, labor-intensive, and considered a luxury for the elite. Part 2. The moral panic. By the 1800s, ice cream had spread beyond mansions and banquet halls. Vendors began selling it on the streets, especially in rapidly growing cities. And that's when the backlash began. Moral reformers claimed ice cream parlors were dens of sin, places where young men and women mingled unsupervised. Critics warned that ice cream was leading to immoral behavior and weakening the public's moral fiber. In some towns, ordinances were passed to restrict or even ban the sale of ice cream on Sundays, claiming it violated the Sabbath. Imagine being fined for enjoying a cone on a Sunday afternoon. Part 3. Health fears. But morality wasn't the only concern. In the 19th century, food safety was a serious issue. Without refrigeration, milk and cream spoiled quickly. Street vendors often sold ice cream that was contaminated, leading to outbreaks of food poisoning and disease. Doctors warned parents that ice cream was unsafe for children, linking it to cholera and typhoid. In newspapers, sensational headlines called it a poisonous indulgence. In some cities, public officials cracked down, banning ice cream vendors altogether during hot summers, citing health risks. Part 4. Laws against ice cream. This brings us to one of the strangest chapters in American food history. In the late 1800s and early 1900s, several U.S. cities passed restrictions, and in rare cases, outright bans, on ice cream sales. In Washington, D.C., ordinances restricted Sunday sales of ice cream. In New York, some districts outlawed late-night ice cream vendors, fearing they lured children into the streets after dark. In certain Midwestern towns, ice cream parlors were even accused of encouraging gambling and alcohol use, leading to temporary bans. It sounds absurd now, but at the time, ice cream was seen as a threat to both public morals and health. Part 5. The pushback. Of course, Americans loved ice cream too much to give it up. Vendors pushed back, families protested, and clever entrepreneurs found loopholes. One of the biggest game changers? The invention of the ice cream soda in the late 1800s. Carbonated water, syrup, and a scoop of ice cream turned into a fizzy treat that quickly became wildly popular. But once again, moralists reacted. The ice cream soda was criticized as too indulgent. In some areas, it was banned on Sundays, giving rise to an alternative, the ice cream sundae. Yes, the name itself was a way to dodge laws against soda sales on the Sabbath. Part 6. Ice cream becomes mainstream. By the early 20th century, refrigeration technology improved, making ice cream safer and more widely available. Large companies like Breyers and Good Humor began mass-producing it. What was once illegal or frowned upon was now sold on street corners, in grocery stores, and eventually in freezers across America. World War II gave ice cream another boost. The U.S. military shipped massive amounts of it overseas to boost soldier morale. It became so associated with American identity that when the war ended, soldiers brought their love of ice cream home, spreading it worldwide. Part 7. From forbidden to icon. So how did ice cream go from scandalous to celebrated? The answer lies in changing attitudes. As food safety improved and America grew more consumer-driven, ice cream transformed into a symbol of innocence and joy. Soda fountains, once controversial, became wholesome family destinations. So why was ice cream once illegal in America? Because it was feared. Feared as immoral, unsafe, and corrupting. But time and a sweet tooth turned it into a beloved classic. Next time you enjoy a scoop, remember, you're eating something that was once banned on Sundays and condemned in newspapers. Would you survive in a world where ice cream was illegal? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more unbelievable food stories from history. Until next.